It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jaylen Waddle. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. He's 60 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play. Let's make
From the 50, here's Fields. Short throw taken in by Conquo. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Colin Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move me 3-6.
And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, that's That's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mike Evans, 26 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule because I know.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, great.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Robinson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Robinson will try to pick it up. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, he stays up, going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. This is caught by Evans. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Evans, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Fields on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Ready, get.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now a first down throw, Fields. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fields now to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Fields throwing again. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fields throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Again, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Richardson to the air on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's still on his feet. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Richardson working from the gun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Fields. Fighting to stay upright. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. They find some open field here. DeAndre Swift. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Swift. 60 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kwity Paye. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A throw over the middle taken in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again is Fields. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds in midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Swift going to try up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Richardson looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Don't jump. Ready?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Fields. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. All eyes on Fields. And that's Elliott, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all the guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Bengals down by 7, under a minute 20 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Meanwhile, Fields, that's taken in by Okonkwo. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is gone. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 50, here's Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Fields now to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,